So we can also talk about work ethic for the dog. When we place too many hides out there all at sudden, and we don't think about also supplementing with these single hide searches, dogs can learn to start choosing easier ones and they move past problems that they might otherwise have been able to work out, but because there's something easier, they're going to leave it behind. So here's an example of a library that I just pulled off online. And the dog that might go through this space without a lot of expectation of odor being in corners. You could see how they cut little bits of the corners. They're not even driving in deep to any location. They're just kind of skimming through and hoping odor will kind of find them. If you've done some pattern training, which we'll talk about next, the dog's path will change. The dog's path will include pushing into these corners. You train that similar to thresholds. I kind of like that repetition because when we can have that repetition, they're really going to learn things. But it's not repetition with multiple hides in the same space, which causes a lot of converging odor and pooling and all of these other elements that maybe we don't want to work through. We can set these kinds of things with multiple different spaces, whether you do this in your home or you can do this in repetition over a course of a week. But we're creating some understanding that the dog has an expectation odor could be in a corner. Maybe we increase the difficulty by changing how that 4 foot, same height, is being presented. So it's on a flat wall, then maybe it's on a post, then maybe it's suspended. Or we could increase difficulty the other direction, 4 feet on the flat wall, 5 feet on the flat wall, 6 feet on the flat wall. So we're building skills and understanding. And also we are both understanding what these changes of behavior could look like and patterns in order to solve those problems. So you could work through all of these. That's a lot of searches, right? Now we've got extra elements that we can add to it. So just using this 4 foot, we could add another 3 types of searches at home versus at a park versus at a busy park, or maybe have another space that's more difficult than that. You could also do 4 foot elevated and starting 10 feet away, starting 25 feet, starting 50 feet away.